Got my pass, my uphill pass, signed the waivers. Beautiful day out here. Incredible weather for a first hike up. I got to get my legs and my equipment all dialed in for the season, and then do some more longer tours. But yeah, awesome day. I think it's 45 degrees out right now. So amazing. You got Sisters and Broken Top. Hardly anybody's here. Got my sunscreen on. Let's go. Not that far up yet. Maybe a quarter mile. But that first hike of the season, you realize you're not in the same shape, even if you've been hiking regular trails without skis or split boards on, because you're using a different set of muscles. You're scooting more than lifting and hiking. So I can tell I am out of shape. I'm gonna need to do a few of these before I get started with the season. I'm almost to the cone cut off. There it is up there. Super beautiful day. You can see Tumalo behind me. So stoked to be up here. I live for mountain days like this when no one's up here. People are just having a blast, lots of smiles. Woo! You gotta be careful. I've learned my lesson before. You never want to camp underneath a tree on melt days like this. There's all this crusty snow up there. Drops, it can be like straight up rocks from 30 feet. And I've seen a lot of huge falls off of these trees already. So you gotta stay clear of them. Pro tip. South Sister. You know, when you're skiing downhill or snowboarding downhill, you don't often stop and take a look at the views that you have. And when you're hiking uphill, I feel like you're really more in the elements and you're more present with your surroundings. It's less about the adrenaline and more about the environment you're in. And that's one of the reasons I love backcountry stuff. There's the backside of the cone. You can see there's a little boot trail down there. It goes up. A lot of people on a good day will actually kind of ride to the base of that from the top of Pine down, and then just boot pack it up there and get a nice little powder run. There's the summit up there. On a crossover. Be careful, skiers coming down. They're not typically expecting uphillers. Snow is falling off these trees like crazy. I would not want to do tree runs today. Oh, that's some thick ass grime. Can't imagine how much work they've put in to get these lifts up and running over the last few days. So big up to the Mount Bachelor ops team. This is that corridor I was telling you about that you shoot through. The last climb up to Pine Marten here. There's a little tower there. That's not Pine Marten Lodge, but real close. Guys like that make me look slow. My big fat planks. What are these things? 4.5 inches. Oh man, on a powder day. There's the lodge. There's summit. That little sign there is where you cut off to the right. Kind of work your way around the lodge. And here we are, top of Pine Marten. Summit, out back. First hike of the year. Not too bad. Getting ready for the downhill, all boarded up. Going light with a light helmet, just some sunglasses today. It's such a beautiful day, but I just pack up the poles. We're good to go. Half the fun right here. It's not as tight too, but first downhill of the year as well. Woo! I left my vent pits open. It's nice and chilly. This is old Skyliner, one of my favorite runs, just on this part of the mountain. Ride it all the way to the parking lot. We're at the bottom, baby. Oh, I love the sport. Whew. First downhill and uphill of the season. Gonna head back to the truck, get some lunch, and then boot up for a couple laps. Hit my first day on the pass. And I worked up here for a couple seasons. Definitely miss it. Don't miss the commute every single day, but I miss just being in this environment. It's pretty special if you ever get a chance to work up at a mountain, even for just a short part of your life. It's tough to be sustainable when you got a family though, because you're always working weekends. And that's what ultimately killed it for me. Otherwise, I would have done this for the rest of my life. All right, just finished lunch. Gonna head back out, grab my regular snowboard, hit the lifts, do a few laps before I head home. Probably a little overkill here, but I'm actually a little cold from sweating going uphill. But I'm excited to do a few laps. First lift ride this year. Late start for me. Christmas just kind of took control. Lots of snow up at Bachelor. We had over 100 inches for the month of December. And that was way different than it was last year. Last year, it was bone dry, but this year, most snow in North America on any mountain in terms of the base. And during the holidays, it was a madhouse just getting up here. I didn't even want to deal with it. I actually attempted to come up here one of the days, and it Like, I had to actually turn around. All the lots were full, just a line of cars. I just turned around. That was my first attempt, but apparently some epic snow up here. On the bunny hill, no one here. That's rare. Gonna head down to Skyliner. Calling it a day. Did some laps. Legs started getting wormy. That's when I know it's time to go, or I'm asking for injury. Sometimes I'll push it, but not this early in the season. So what a day, man. Got the chills just thinking about today. Just so awesome. That. See y'all later.